Good morning, campers. Well, it's never morning with me, is it? It's 2 o'clock, so that's the first thing I got wrong. It's been a while. It's also been 5 weeks since I applied for my passport, and I still haven't got it. And the only problem with that is they told me 3 weeks originally, so when you're told one date, then you start to be concerned. I sent them a message, and they said there was delays in England, in the UK, and that they never get told why, and it basically arrives when it arrives. So that's that. But I'll show you a couple of little things I've done here. Oh, look, plants. And I've got, this is a little camper van thing. Can't see it, can you, in the dark? It's very dark. A little chime. And there's a little piano. But anyway, I've decorated the patio area a little bit, and gonna have a little walk and talk today, like I used to, which I haven't done for a while. So yeah, being Friday, I want to try and eat somewhere different, and although I have had a Sunday roast here, I'm in Wetherspoons. Is it Wetherspoons or Wetherspoons? Wetherspoons. Spelt slightly different than the UK one, and no connection to the UK one. And the good thing here is if the sound isn't too, background sound should be okay. I can film the road while I'm having my fish and chips, because I've ordered fish and chips. It's bloody Friday. Why wouldn't I? Come to terms with all that eating Western food whenever I want. Sunday roasts are still very common, and fish and chips on a Friday, very common. It's not a heavy meal, that's the thing. You can pick a small one or a large one. Small one was 195 baht. I mean, that's it's under a fiver, isn't it? 200 baht, £4.50. Wow, that is cheap. And I don't think I need a big one. I don't eat big meals, so the small one should be just fine. Let's see when it comes. Get smiled at here when the girls go by on their scooters. They're bloody smiling at you, trying to get some business. So yeah, well, look at that hat. Looks good, doesn't it? YouTubers don't watch other YouTube, do they? They say they don't, but some do. And well, thank you. Cheers, copper cap. Fish and chips arrived. Small is okay. It is small, but that's what I asked for, and it's plenty. But before I show you it, let's talk about Walkabout Wayne. He's a good guy. He comes from the West Country a bit, I think. I'm not exactly sure where. I need to ask him, but he's got a broader accent than me for sure. And someone asked him what he was doing here, and that's a great point. But anybody who's followed me knows I've always made it clear that I'm not sure I'm going to live here forever. And what's forever, you know? But one thing I thought was really interesting was he thought he might go home when he got older and he got ill, but if anything, that's the time to be here, I think. Because when you're older and ill, it's going to cost you more in the UK to get looked after than it would do in Asia. Lemon. Ooh. So should we have a little look at this fish and chips? Always open them, squeeze the lemon in, so close it up again now. And yeah, it is small, and that's what I asked for, and that's actually perfect amount of food for me. Not going to be stuffed, and going to enjoy it all. So yeah, going back to Wayne, I definitely didn't agree with the concept that you might want to go home when you get ill, because as I say, that's the time when you need to be here, really. Keep When you get looked after better here. Swampy Vinegar. Hello. What's your name? Where you come from? Come on. She's just going to follow my channel. She was asking me what I was doing. The lady who served me. Very nice lady. They're all nice ladies here. Really are. So, will I stay here forever? No. I don't think so. Will I go to Spain? Well, maybe. If I do ever get my passport back, plan is to go back to the UK in April, Miss Songkram. I might actually spend a couple of nights in Bangkok, why not, just for the hell of it. Fish is lovely. So yeah, a couple of nights in Bangkok. And then UK only for, I don't know, a week, maybe 10 days. Catch up with my Soho Musketeers, catch up with other friends, catch up with my daughter and grandson, although I paid for them to go away to a caravan park for some of the time that I'm over. And there's a method in that madness because go back, come on. Method in that madness. Dylan's getting his room painted, and then Grandad's going to arrange to put a grown-up bed and change the flooring, change the carpeting in there. Carpet's been in since he's a baby. He's 5 now, so you can imagine carpet desperately needs changing. These girls are talking about me behind my back. They want to get in the video. Well, one does. So yeah, let's have a little street view for a bit, shall we? See what's going on. Yeah, so Grandad's got some jobs to do when he gets home. That's interesting. I don't really see me ever buying a home again in the UK. I really want to be somewhere warm. So I don't think I want to be this far away long term. But then I've enjoyed it and I do enjoy it. So of course I don't know. 15-bar ice creams. He walks around selling them. That's 30, it's about 40 pence. Walk around all day trying to sell a few ice creams. So then, yeah, a couple of weeks maximum in the UK. Start to make lists and make some contacts with different collectible sites to start getting rid of my Bowie collection. Got a huge David Bowie collection of memorabilia. Worth really a small fortune. They haven't really looked at in 5-6 years, and I don't need. I know I've said this before, but Thailand definitely teaches you that you don't need possessions. And age also teaches you that as well. All you need is good health. Yeah, just missed the doorman at Peachy Lilies drove by on his scooter and he saw me and put his hand up and we had a little wave. Nice. Quite like that. I've not been there for so long. I haven't quite finished the story about whether you should be there when you're older or whether you should be in the UK when you're older. I mean, one of the things which I haven't changed my mind on is I'm happy to be here while I'm fit and well. And then the controversy with that is, hello, come and talk to me in a minute. Controversy with that is I've made it also clear that I don't want to be in the UK. If something happened to me and I needed a care home, I don't want to be in the UK either. I'd rather be in Thailand. So I've got a small window of opportunity while I'm healthy and well now. And if I got ill, then I'd rather be here anyway. So maybe I will live here forever. I'm not ruling that out either, really. Not really ruling anything out. So yeah, why haven't I been going to bars lately? I haven't been going anywhere, bars and clubs, I've been doing nothing. Since I moved in the villa, I found it more comfortable to stay in anyway, which is quite nice. And I found it a bit isolating, and I found it a bit lonely, which I had them same feelings in the condo. And of course, wherever I go in the world, wherever I live in the world, I'll have them same issues. But I don't know why. Maybe because I was more comfortable staying there, that I stayed in more, and it didn't seem more difficult to go out, but it was easier to stay in. Tonight I'm going out to a birthday party, at a club called Cindy's. I know a few people there. There's Aussie guy goes, so I've already messaged him. He's going to go meet up. It'll be a late one because these things don't start till 10 or 11 and finish at 3. So, but I've not had a late night out for more than 2 weeks, really. Even when I went on Webby's bar crawl recently, the general bar crawl finished at sometime between say 6 and 8 o'clock, and I ended up in Cheap Charlie's having a meal because I was hungry. So I had a meal, had a water, had a cup of tea, and by then I'd sobered up. And I think some of them carried on all through the rest of the day, all through the rest of the night, but it wasn't for me. But I'm going to get back on the old late night stuff tonight, so we'll see how I cope, how I feel with that. It's just colourful. I think it'd be alright. I think it'd be fun. So, what's your name? Where you come from? Come on.
I said on your book.
Come on, tell me your name.
Tell my book.
Come on. No! Come! Tell me your name. She's shy. She's gonna get someone else. Wow. I did a wow, didn't I? I often sit here at Beer Hub on Soi Buakhao, have a little half beer. Draft beer is 59 baht, and it's a special offer. And I know, I used to think the same. How come it isn't up to the top of the glass? But if you look on this side, there's a level there, and it's filled up well past the level. So it's just the shape of the glass, and it's a really nice glass. Now what about this wow? Wow. Yeah, so not the best angle, is it? But it's a big wow factor. And the wow isn't that you get peanuts after fish and chips. The wow is I had a phone call and I had a text message. And Ted and H will relate to this one. How mad is that? How mad is that? Come on then, what was it? I had a phone call from the visa agent. My passport's in. Cheers everyone. I start the day thinking it's 5 getting on 6 weeks, no passport. Nothing I can do. I've messaged them once. They said there's delays, but they didn't know why. And then later on today I get the message, my passport's in. So cheers to the passport, and cheers to going home on the 15th of April. 14th or 15th, I think I might take off on the 14th and land on the 15th, but we can worry about that. We've got a few weeks to go with that. What I need to worry about next is getting over to Pattaya Klang, pick up my passport, and then coming back down to Soi Buakhao, which is a bit of a pain, but I've got time. Come back down to Soi Buakhao and finding out exactly what we need to do about renewing my retirement visa, because the first retirement visa ran out 1st of April, which really isn't, it's cutting it fine for days and time, and there has been some changes, so we had to find out what changes and if there are any other difficulties. I am, obviously, I'm pleased and I'm thrilled. Means not only can I go home, I assume I've got a 10-year Navy British passport, which I'm happy with, and means I can go to Spain again for a little holiday. Let's go and pick up that passport, shall we? Cheers. That's unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. 5 weeks, nearly 6 weeks. And then, out of the blue, halfway through making this video, I get a text message and a phone call. My passport's ready. So, lots of people said I couldn't get one. Some people said it was easier than what it was. I don't know, but I got one. Just going to go and pick it up now. I'll show you in a minute. 15,000 baht. And my friend in London applied for a 7-day, paid extra for 7-day service, cost him about 200 quid. This cost, what, 300 and something. And no trips to Bangkok, no stress, a little bit of worry because of the time delay, but they did everything. No form filling wrong, no queuing to hand the passport in, nothing, all done. Jesus Christ. Use an agent. Let's go pick it up. I'm over the moon. I could go home in April. I'm not over the moon. I'm not too over the moon about that. But I am happy to be missing Songkran because I can't bear that either. There's another story. And there's the actual shop, look. You can't miss it really, can you? On Pattaya Klang. Yeah! Yeah, baby! I'm happy, hope you're happy too. One flash of light, but no sordid details. Superb. Let's get on and get this retirement visa fixed as well, because that runs out soon now. Got a lot to do today now. Maybe put that into a second video, because I've waffled on quite a lot today already. Oh, this is my passport holder, look. Always with you, Grandad. Dylan Byron, actually in his mum's Swindon shirt. When my daughter Scarlett was 3 or 4, I brought her that shirt. Nationwide, it's an old sponsorship one with the old badge as well, look. So always with me. As is my new, and this will wind a few people up, won't it? My new Brexit coloured passport. Love it. And actually, just thinking about it, the reason for the delay as well, Liverpool Passport Office is moving to Northampton. The whole branches are going from Liverpool to Northampton, which you'd imagine the rent for the buildings would be more in Northampton than up in Scousland. But anyway, that's apparently the reason for the delay. So just nearly 6 weeks, but I had no real problem, no pressure with that. I'm not going home for another 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, is it? Something like that.